somewhere along the lines, advertising tricked us into thinking that new cars were a necessity when they were a luxury. And he's like, there's nothing wrong with buying a car that's like 5 years old. It still will run forever. You'll get it for half the price. It'll be new to you. And he's like, don't fall for it, man. Don't spend $70K on a new car.
What kind of Jeep are you driving around, Scott? Mountaintop Motors gave...
it's sweet.
It's a Safari Wrangler, I guess.
What year?
2018, I think.
Okay, so it's about the same...
Yeah, it's pretty new.
Same as my car.
Loaded.
Like the same,
it's got everything.
The same year as my car. My car's a 2018. There's not much of a difference between the newer Jeeps and the 2018s. Right? What year is yours?
Mine's 2020.
And there's not much difference between our cars.
Yeah, my car's a 2013.
You got heated seats and heated steering wheel.
Man, I got it all.
That's pretty cool.
It kicks ass.
That's pretty
It makes all the difference.
Seats.
Oh my goodness.
Had the heated seats
cool.
going this morning. Just feels so cozy.
Okay, so let's talk about the cars we have now.
I can take the doors and the roof off in 40-degree weather. Ain't gonna bother me.
I think we all, take care of our cars.
Yeah.
And do our best to. I get the oil change regularly. I don't abuse my car. My car's not a disaster. It's not a mess. But we all pick our nose in our car, right?
What?
Don't we? Don't we all pick our noses?
Of course.
I try not to.
Do we not bleed when we pick?
What?
Do we not pick our noses in our car?
Am I not a man?
We all pick our nose when we're in our car, right?
I mean, I try not to, but yes, I have done it.
Okay, where do you put the boogers?
Out the window.
You flick them?
Yep. For the birds.
Some people are not flickers.
Birds. I've never thought about that before.
Some are. They put them what I like to call the booger graveyard.
Yeah.
Okay.
They go to the graveyard.
Are you talking about the side door, the little trash space that you put all your, like when you got a wrapper or something? Because sometimes that happens too. Like if I got a Kleenex, I'm like shoving that thing up there, blowing my nose.
Okay, let's say you're
that goes
driving
in
to
the
work
door.
this morning. So I'm driving to work at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's pouring out.
Uh-huh.
It was pouring this morning. Let's say I'm 2 knuckles deep in my nose. I got myself a good nose goblin.
Oh.
Yeah.
And if I open up the window, I'm gonna get soaked.
Yeah,
where am I putting it?
It's impossible.
Where's the booger graveyard?
Riz, where is it?
And it's probably
Where is
It
it,
didn't
Riz?
happen, but I'm just saying hypothetically.
the move is always have napkins in the
exactly.
in the thing. That goes right into a napkin, goes into a ball, goes into the trash thing in the side,
Well,
and then that goes in the trash can.
That's a civilized person does that.
Right.
Sure.
I bet you most people do that.
Yeah,
But when
maybe
you're
I
out
could
of
open up my
napkins.
earthquake preparedness kit. And
I told you I got a fire starter on my
wipe it
mirror.
on my life jacket too. But sometimes the booger graveyard comes.
Where's the
There's
booger
different
graveyard?
ones. I've seen passenger side floorboard. Because for some reason that's like no man's land when you're a driver.
Yeah, it doesn't exist.
My friend is like, yeah, that's what I call it. I have a friend, she calls it her booger graveyard. She's like, that's where they all go. And then when I vacuum, I just assume when I clean my car, that's where
So you're flicking, but sometimes you can't get a clean flick.
Nope. And then it's I got in someone's car, dude, that like, it's so funny to me because it was a Nissan Versa. And it's like, there's no console. So they were doing the side wipe on the side of the seat, side bottom.
Oh, this makes me want to vomit.
But it was
right now.
like, dude, it just it looked like a Jackson Pollock painting over there.
Yeah.
It's just like, what is going on? And they're like, huh?
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, you don't have a console. There's nothing hiding that surface area.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of rock candy
If you're
down
going
there.
like down the side, yeah, dude.
The stalagmites and stalactites.
Yeah, and I was like, have you no shame, woman?
Bunch of
What
rock
about under
candy.
the front of your seat?
No,
Front
I
seems
got-
That's
like a
part of
man.
the booger graveyard, I would
Under the
say.
front.
It is a booger graveyard, but you got to walk through that graveyard sometimes when you want to adjust the seat. If you
Or
don't
find
have-
your
If
keys.
you've got the old school slide.
Yeah.
Or
But
if
how
your
often are you
phone
doing
falls.
that? You got your seat.
I'm just saying, dude, you get haunted by the ghosts of Booger's Past down there. That's a graveyard that's haunted.
Now, there's no denying that nose picking is a relatively gross habit, right?
Absolutely.
Sure.
And if you're going to indulge in it, you are likely to do it in private.
Right.
Ensuring there's there's a tissue nearby, so it's not utterly disgusting, but sometimes one's not available. So this guy took to Reddit when he realized the site of his wife's nose-picking graveyard.
This is grounds for divorce already.
He was horrified, and he felt he had no choice. I have no choice but to take this to social media. Now, you have a choice, but I'm glad you did.
Yeah, we need content.
When he he said he noticed her picking her nose while she was driving in their car, and he was in passenger, but he'd never seen her dispose of the boogies.
Mm-hmm.
Like he saw her picking the nose, but didn't see a window didn't open, a flick didn't happen. There was no napkin. It just
No.
where'd it go?
Poof, vanished.
Where'd it go? So he took a closer look at her steering wheel.
No.
And she was wiping her nose goblins on the steering wheel.
Base of the
Oh.
steering
On the
wheel, or
column?
on like the
Yeah.
actual.
Oh no! All over the front of it.
That's like
And he
not
put
a graveyard.
He put a picture of it too on.
Ew.
No.
My goodness.
He captioned the picture, which showed snot all over the wheel. I've watched my partner pick her nose while she drives, but never made the connection of where she wipes her snot until I drove her car.
Oh my God.
And he posted the picture in Reddit's mildly infuriating forum. It showed a steering wheel covered in crusted snot.
damn.
You want to eat one of these booger jelly beans over here
Nah.
because of the show? That's all I'm tasting right now in my
Nah.
mouth is those nasty jelly beans.
But
Oh man,
That is bad.
That's
bad.
not a graveyard, dude. That's like putting heads on pikes out in front of your house. You know what I mean? Like, that's some Vlad the Impaler stuff there when you're putting boogies right on the steering wheel.
yeah, I mean, some of the comments are funny, like snot wheels instead of Hot Wheels. That's not funny. So I can only imagine how the place of residence looks. Good Lord. Yeah, it's vile. Vile.
Jeff
Like
says
there's a window, right? Just give it a little flick. Little flick.
Listener Jeff says, my lady has an eye booger graveyard on her makeup mirror. It's absolutely disgusting.
An eye booger one.
Come on.
She name each one? What's the
Huh.
point of keeping it?
Now, how come those aren't looked down upon?
Eye boogers?
Yeah, in the same way. I mean, why? I mean, it's coming out
eye
of
boogers
nasty.
are not as
Not as
prevalent.
what?
Not as prevalent as your.
Maybe. I don't know, man. I mean,
I don't really have wet eye boogers.
well, I mean,
Yeah, in the morning I'll wake up and I got like crusty ones. But
Yeah, crusty
That's it.
ones. That's it.
and what does one do with the crusty
well, I
ones?
wash my face in the shower and they go down the drain.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I do. Yeah, it's done.
I put mine in baby food jars.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Howard Hughes.
Yeah, you're worried about somebody cloning you, so you don't
That's
want
right.
those things.
Right.
There's only one of me, see?
You don't want those things around just in case. But yeah, gross. Her snot graveyard is her steering wheel, and if you care to look a picture,
No thanks.
look at a
Nah,
picture of
trust
it.
you.
It's up there.